Okay, so we are now back live as we have a tornado warning in Nebraska. This is for Dawson County. So this impacts towns of Gothenburg, Cozad, and Lexington. The rotation is pretty broad. Um, which was as expected. Um, just check to see what a different radar site says. Yeah, a different radar site just has still some pretty broad rotation. Stuff, but um, so the rotation does appear to be trying, again, trying, not necessarily is, but appears to be trying to strengthen a little bit. Um, that's not guaranteed, um, but it looks like it could be trying to strengthen here. This radar site would rotation would be right here, so it would be right along Interstate 80 right now. So the storm is rotating right over top of Interstate 80 right now and stuff. So if you don't want to say it, tell them to take shelter as the training warning has expired, but I would not be surprised if they issue another one here shortly, as I still think there's some rotation there. There again, maybe there's not, but there also could be some rotation. So we'll wait and see what they have, but my phone is vibrating a lot, which means that there are other tornado warnings. There's a tornado in Texas that is on the ground right now that is observed. So we'll quickly just jump down to that. I know it doesn't involve us, but if you know anyone down here, oh yeah, yep. That's on the ground. Yep, that's on the ground. That's definitely on the ground. See if there's a CC drop on this tornado. It doesn't. No, it doesn't look like it. So this is probably out in pretty rural areas. There's also one in North Dakota. We'll go look at this one, look at the rotation on this one, see if this one's on the ground. This just radar indicated. This one looks pretty, pretty, pretty broad. Radar indicated it was observed, so there was a tornado on the ground at some point. But only right now it looks like the one down here in Texas is the main threat right here. Yeah, so the tornado's right there. That hook, obviously, you can see. So we'll look at another scan of this one. Right there. That's right where the tornado's at, is right here. Green, red, yeah, that's a tornado for sure. That is for sure a tornado. I'm gonna check my phone real quick just to see about that Nebraska storm. Okay, so no, they have not. But alrighty, we have another tornado warning in Nebraska for Custer, Logan, and Lincoln counties. We'll jump up to this one and look, see what the rotation looks like. Yeah, there is some fairly broad rotation, but there is rotation just right along Highway 40, south of Arnold, Nebraska. This is to the west northwest of Callaway, Nebraska. Um, Zooming out. So this tornado, this rotation is due west of Broken Bow right now. So here's your rotation. Here's Broken Bow over here. So if you live anywhere with near this right here, if you know anyone who lives within that area, tell them to take shelter. If you know anyone who lives within the area where the storm is headed, just tell them that, hey, get your stuff, gather your belongings, and tell them to gather their belongings, gather what they need, pets, whatever it may be. Gather the pets and be prepared to go underground if this storm continues to rotate and issues a tornado warning out east of where it is. Um, um, so this latest scan that we've gotten, honestly, not just if they live in Broken Bow. We'll do it this way. If you live anywhere, if you know anyone who lives here, tell them to be prepared. If this right here continues to rotate, if you know anyone who lives in like this area, tell them to be prepared to take shelter if they need to. I know I have some family who lives over in this area, so I definitely want them to be being prepared to take shelter if they have to. We'll see what this rotation does. If it does anything, hopefully it goes away. But it's pretty broad right now. So this tornado, not tornado, this rotation might not do anything, or this rotation could strengthen and drop a tornado. So it all depends on what happens. And the farther east that these storms move, the more moist air that they reach into. They tap into some more moist air. So which makes a worse situation because then the more moist the air is, the more that feeds into the storm and helps it intensify and stuff. So hopefully this rotation kind of just occludes and goes away. But yeah, so right now in Broken Bow, if you live in Broken Bow, you might get some sprinkles right now. Callaway, you probably think, oh, we're fine, there's nothing here. Oh, don't worry, it's coming. It's heading your way. It's heading your way. It is just east of Highway 40 now. So, this rotation could last up until past Broken Bow. Like, this rotation could go past Broken Bow. So, even if you live up here in Myrna, I would still take shelter because even if no rotation forms up here, you're still going to be dealing with some pretty gusty winds. I mean, we've got strong strong winds coming this way and probably some decently sized hail. Alright, so the rotation, um, The rotation on the storm, it is moved, but it is still there. It is still fairly broad, but it is still there. So if you live in Myrna, if you live anywhere in between Myrna and Broken Bow, be prepared, be, be prepared to go in shelter if you need to. Particularly if you live anywhere on this side of the blue along Highway 2. Or here, this is Highway 40. This is where it runs, okay? And then it shoots up north, I think. Yeah. So, obviously right now, the rotation is still pretty broad. Things can change. So, let's look and see here. Alright, so there's the rotation of it. Okay, we actually might have two areas of rotation now. Let's check and see if we have anything. Okay, we might have a tornado on the ground right here. We might have a tornado on the ground just west of Callaway. And I mean like dead on straight west of Callaway. So just because this means that the one area that they were watching has occluded does not mean just forget about the storm, as we do have what looks like maybe possibly two areas of rotation with the storm now. So um the one area of rotation is right here, and the other one would be probably right around there, maybe. I wish the pen would sync and double screen. But it doesn't. Maybe there's a setting that I can do, change in settings to make it do that, but I don't know if there is. But yes, so if you're just tuning in, if you live anywhere out here, anywhere in this blue area, in this blue box, okay, this area that I'm scribbled in right now, if you live in there or you know anyone who lives in there, be prepared to take shelter. If this storm continues to rotate, it'll be moving off to the east. So this impacts Broken Bow, Oconto, and places like that. So yeah, be prepared. Gather, helmets, pets if you have pets, you know, anything you may need. Bring a phone or radio or something. Bring me with you if you're watching and you live in these areas. Bring me with you. That way you get up to date and you know what's going on. Yeah, we'll wait because last game we got was at 8:10 and it is 8:11. So this is the most recent scans that we have right now. And just because of the positioning of the tornado warning, with it having an angle like this, does not mean that the new warning is going to go like this. The new warning could go like this, and it could stem from right here, and it could go right there. So, um, so we still have some rotation right here. It is broadened out, but the rotation is kind of moved up a little bit north in that storm now. Okay, still can produce a tornado, and now so that rotation now will be west northwest of Callaway once again. Um, so the storm is moving pretty much due east, maybe a little east southeast, but mostly east. But be on the lookout because the storm can still drop an isolated tornado every now and then. So it seems like out here, it seems like our scans are coming a lot faster today than they normally do. So we just got our reflectivity scan in and stuff. So we'll see. So Callaway has just started raining. Broken Bow, you're probably getting hit with some pretty decent rain right now. Probably nice little pour right now. So we'll see when our velocity um, scan comes in. Yeah, so it looks like the rotation might be occluding, but just stay in your shelter until the tornado warning has expired and then go from there. If this does continue, the next tornado warning is going to be out here, and it might even look something like this, that would mean that Cali, you'd still be in it, Broken Bow, Oconto, Eddyville would still be in it, but now that it looks, we might be getting a mesoscale handoff happen up here. Which now, if this storm keeps moving this way, it'll go just to the south of Broken Bow. I think this right here might just be some interference, or might be just a little spurt of some gusty winds. Um, but still remain to be in your tornado shelter wherever that may be, as the storm is still rotating. The warning expires in 14 minutes, so at 8:30, this tornado warning will expire. Yeah, and these storms will be moving into eastern Nebraska as the evening goes on, so we might. Actually, no, I don't think we do. So we do have our latest reflectivity scan. I'm actually gonna move this page over so we can show. So it is still might have a little bit of rotation south of Callaway, and then something right up here, possibly. So if a new tornado would come out, it would go something like this. So it would actually, it'd probably impact more like this. If we had a new one, it would probably go like this if we did have a new one. But it also could, do what I said it could do, and it could go like this. So Oconto, Broken Bow, Berwyn would be the next ones in line for that new warning. So, but yeah, these storms will be moving into eastern Nebraska later tonight, and the threat for tornadoes will still stand. But if anything does form, it'll be brief. I don't know how long we'll be live. Hopefully not until midnight. It all depends how stuff goes. So we should be getting our next reflectivity scan here any minute. we just did. Callaway, you're getting some pretty decent rainfall. Broken Bow, you as well. Berwyn, the rain is just headed your direction. It's on your doorstep. It's ringing your doorbell, knocking on your door. Um, so yeah, now it looks like the rotation. Okay, now sadly, I hate to say it, the rotation is now moving more in a north-northeast direction, and it is just to the west, the dead west of Callaway. This would be the rotation, and it is now moving this way, or northeast, not northwest. It's a drunk tornado if it was moving northwest. So that's headed straight for Broken Bow. So I would not be surprised here if this keeps rotating, if in the next, 5, maybe 10 minutes, if they issue another tornado warning, that does include Broken Bow, Myrna, Berwyn. Just map it out for you. If they issued a new tornado warning, it would probably look something like this. Do we have any questions as we wait for our next radar scan? Um, right now, waiting for our next velocity scan. Um, we do have possibly two areas of rotation, but if we really want to dumb it down to the optimistic side of things, we really just want to circle this area right here, right on top of Callaway is where it'll be with this next scan that we get. Yep, okay, so it has moved out of Callaway and it is now right to the southeast of Callaway, and then, like I said, it is moving up in the direction of Broken Bow. So I would not be surprised if they issue another tornado warning with this storm. I also wouldn't be surprised if they don't issue another tornado warning with the storm, as this rotation is still pretty broad. But that does not mean if another tornado warning does not get issued, that does not mean let you guard down, because the storm will still have the capability of producing a tornado. It'll probably just be severe thunderstorm warned with a tornado possible tag on it. We'll see what they do with the next scan. We'll see what they do. But if you live in eastern Nebraska, be prepared. These storms are heading your way. The timetable from when they'll get there all depends on how fast they move. Um, right now, it looks like the farthest east that they go is what we're watching right now, is this tornado storm in Custer County. Um, so you have the latest reflectivity scan. I mean, goodness gracious, this storm is getting fed inflow. It's just, oh, is it struggling to do anything with it though, which is a good thing. It is good that it's struggling, but we still have some rotation. Not there. A rotation is right here, but this storm is getting fed a crap ton of inflow. So this is just on the edge of that tornado warning now. And stuff. So we will see what they do here with the next couple scans if they feel like they need to issue another tornado warning, or if they feel the rotation is going away enough to where they think it can be severe thunderstorm warned. Um, Hopefully they just go severe thunderstorm warning on it, which would be weird because it's already severe thunderstorm warned. But this would be severe thunderstorm warned tornado possible tag, I would think. Yeah, and like I said, the inflow, if you just saw the latest scan how it moved, it is pretty indicative of inflow being fed into the storm. So we'll see what it looks like with the next velocity scan if something happens. But as of now, the rotation is still pretty broad, but it is heading in the general vicinity of Broken Bow. So, so on the next scan, nothing too crazy looking. Um, um, Still need to watch this area on just this part of the storm in general, because here you can see the inflow getting fed and the rain cold air shooting out the backside of that inflow. So if you live in Myrna or know anyone who lives in Myrna or near Myrna, there are some pretty strong winds. Whoa. There's some pretty strong winds that are going to the area right now. Through Myrna, Berwyn, your rain has just started. Um, I don't know, this is interesting. The tornado warning will be allowed to expire here in 4 minutes. So the fact that they haven't issued a new one already is making me believe that they're not going to issue a new one. We just got another velocity scan. Yep, okay, so they've canceled the tornado warning. So if you know anyone who lived in Callaway or any of those areas, you could tell them they could come out of their safe spots. Um, yeah, we'll see here what this storm says. So it just says, yeah, so there's no tornado possible tag on it. So that is a good thing. So, but yeah, we will continue to monitor all that stuff, and we will jump back to that storm. But I do want to go down to this tornado warning down that is down in Texas, as it is observed and it is been on the ground for some time and it's probably still on the ground as we speak. If you have any questions, concerns, you can type them up in the chat, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I see them. But no, this tornado down in Texas at one point did have twins with it. Um, it doesn't anymore, but it did. This is just a. I don't know if anything was confirmed on that tornado warning in Nebraska. It does look like this tornado is including, but we might be having a mesoscale handoff, and we do have something, possibly another hook forming right here. So we'll see what happens here, but this does look pretty intense. So we could have a tornado on the ground, a funnel right now, or two tornadoes on the ground, or two funnels. And if we do have two funnels, this is one, this is two. One is one is going away. Two would be the new one and stuff. So uh, yeah. And right now, with where we have this hook over here, it does look almost pretty in line with this, with the second funnel. The first one is gonna be, he's gonna be up here. He's up here in the storm. So if it is still on the ground, he is rain wrapped right now. So meaning there you can't see it. So there's no point in trying to go look for it because you won't be able to see it, as it is probably more than likely rain wrapped. Um, we do have the most recent scans here, but we'll wait a couple minutes before we get our next one, before we say anything else about the possible funnel, possible other twin tornado, possible handoff happening right now. So the old warning has expired, but the new one is still in effect and stuff. So this next scan should be coming in here very, very shortly. I don't know which one we'll get first. Hopefully we get the velocity scan first and then the reflectivity, because then we can see what's happened. As this storm is not really moving much. This storm is kind of stalled out down here in Texas, just northeast of Silverton, Texas. But we'll see what happens. Yeah, and down here we're so far from the radar site that it does take some time to get those scans, as I do sadly think that we do have a mesoscale handoff that has happened, as we do have this ball right here. So I do believe that this is probably morphed into a tornado. This one, again, we'll bring these back up. One, two, as yes. So yes, we do. We do have a new tornado possibly on the ground. If not on the ground, it is almost there. Right here. That is this, that ball that we said, this ball right here that we noticed. That's where that new tornado would be. Yes. Yeah, so it isn't a big area of tight rotation, but it is some tight rotation. We still have that our main number one tornado. He's still there. He's just funneling right now, funneling out. Um, I don't want to have to take off the pen graphics to move, so I'm gonna go on my phone here and just look and see. Okay. Okay. So, um, yeah, the scans are taking a while to come in, so we'll briefly um go away from the storm we have a PDS severe thunderstorm warning though in Texas. So with how big of hail? Baseball size hail. Wow. Custer County, Nebraska. This is the one I think we want to Nebraska. I think maybe not. We'll see. Oh, a lot of just contamination with our radar site. Um, yeah, so we'll go here. We have a severe tornado warning up here. We have a tornado warning southeast of Amarillo, Texas. It is a radar indicated threat, but we do have some rotation on the storm. This rotation looks like it's broadened out a little bit, so I don't know if this had anything confirmed with it or not. Um, but we'll see with the next scan if it's broadening out or not. Um, we only have two now, so the one in North Dakota and Briscoe County, Texas will jump. So that is this one. So the one in Silverton has been allowed to expire. Wait, no, wait. Oh, wait, that is this one. I'm dumb. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. So it is not expired, but the rotation is broadening out. So let's go back up to that severe thunderstorm warning in Custer County, Nebraska. So yeah, so now, if you live in Broken Bow, you're gonna have some pretty strong winds coming through your area right now. As you can see, a little line here, some pretty strong destructive winds. You'll have trees fall, limbs fall. Um, Goodness, I don't know why they put us with that. I don't know why they don't give us the. This one. That's the one radar so we want. Okay, so this rotation does look like it might be trying to intensify, but we do have another. I think this storm is just it's cycling right now. So we have a cyclic supercell here in Texas. So now it is radar indicated now. So the tornado has lifted now. So this is actually pretty cool. You can see where the radar got to on its last scan. It is right here. That little like weird just like crackling right here, right there. That's where the radar scan stopped. It got right there, and it stopped, and then it restarted. So only one tornado warning. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for Custer County, Nebraska. Um, we're into a little bit here. Severe thunderstorm was located along a line extending from Weissert to near Broken Bow to near Callaway, moving east at 30 miles an hour. So three 3/4 an inch size hail. So decent size hail. I do want to check the SPC outlooks to see when and if they updated what they updated the stuff to. If the tornado threat was increased, if the hail threat was increased, if the wind threat was increased, stuff like that. So we will check and see. As right now, we don't have much of anything going on. That's not today. So the hail threat has been diminished in size. The wind threat has actually been increased in size. Tornado threat says 5% is creeping more east and stuff. So now this does include, it may not look like it, but this does include you. This does include Merrick, Nance, Boone, Platte, Custer, basically any county far east as Merrick, Nance, and Platte counties. The wind, obviously, far east as Douglas, Sarpy County. Hail, far east as Boone County. So, yeah, the tornado chance has gone up. 5%, like I said, has Platte County involved. So, the only one Platte County, let them know, like, hey, tornado chances are ramping up in your area. We'll take off counties for tomorrow. Monday we have slight risk in Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas. I'll go more in depth on this tomorrow. And stuff. But and this will all be updated tomorrow anyway. So tune into tomorrow's video for the updates on that. So let's get back to this. Um, yeah, if you live in Kearney, you're probably experiencing some clouds right now. It's probably dark to your west, as those storms are creeping into town. So okay, so we do have a tornado warning now up here. This does involve Berwyn, Westerville, and Ansley, Nebraska. So if you know anyone who lives in that area, tell them to get underground, seek shelter, as the rotation isn't strong, but it is it is definitely there. So this is just to the west, or not to the west. to the south and east of Broken Bow. So this is that same storm that produced those tornado warnings before, and I did say that this storm will be capable of producing them for a while, and it's true. It is still producing rotation. So this is Lily. This is just gone past Berwyn, but that does not mean to get out of your safe space. As just because it says past you does not mean it is. This could be directly on top of a house in Berwyn right now, and you just won't know. You just won't know until it's too late. So if you live in Ansley or Westerville, you need to seek shelter, get to the lowest level of your house or apartment, or an interior room. Whether that be a basement, a stairwell in an apartment complex, a closet, a room with no windows that is on the lowest level of your house, apartment, whatever it may be, or an interior room. This storm is moving kind of like that. If you want some just relative movement with it and stuff, but yeah, so we'll see what happens on the next scan, as we do have the most recent one, but obviously that can change. So this is moving. Okay. I mean, this storm is scooting, scooting. We have like an eye of the hurricane happening right here, right on top of Highway 2, which is right where I believe the rotation's at, or actually, no. If you live in Westerville, this rotation is probably gonna be on top of you. I don't know if there's anything over here to watch. We will maintain and watch. But Broken Bow, you got lucky. You got really lucky because this rotation was just south of you. And okay, so that area of rotation that I thought it is down here now. Moving up directly towards this Highway 70 sign indicator on the Radar Omega app. But yeah, like I was saying, Broken Bow, that's about as close as you can call it with radar indicator rotation. I mean, it was probably what would you say, like 10 minutes? 5-10 minutes to when those warnings were allowed to expire. So we got our new one, so I mean that it barely missed Broken Bow and stuff. But yeah, like I said again, this will be moving into eastern Nebraska later tonight. Basically, anywhere in here is where there could be possible rotation. Move it up there. Moving in this general direction. So, yep, we'll check and see. Actually, I want to make this bigger because not that much. Just anywhere within that blob is where the next rotation is gonna be within, and then from there we can go and narrow it down. It is pretty broad. It's kind of funny though. Looking here, you can kind of see where it's highlighted right there. It's kind of right over top of Westerville right now. If there is any, that would be the next area to watch. Um, yep, we just got our most scan, and I'm actually gonna go and switch radar locations because we're about to hit our dead zone with our one radar. We'll jump down to that one. You live in Arcadia. Be prepared. This storm is headed your. Whoa! What is going on here? Wow. But yeah, if you live in Arcadia, be prepared because this storm is heading your way. The next scan should probably clear up this mess of stuff up here, the purplish stuff by Comstock. Hopefully, 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 hopefully. Kinda. Some of it went away. Might have something happening back here, just to the south of Berwyn, but that also could be radar interference. I just noticed. If you look at the stomach, it looks like we have a chin, a lip, an open mouth, a nose, and then like a hat. Looks like we have a human. That's funny. Oh, that is funny. That's funny. I've never seen anything like that. The things you can do. The things that weather can do. Oh, that's funny. That is funny. So yeah, there is a tornado. I do believe by Berwyn. Um, Probably not anymore. So with that most recent scan on reflectivity, our old man here almost like Squidward from SpongeBob, but who knows if it is or not. Oh crap! I just gotta thank OBS Studios. I hope our live stream's still on. I think we're okay. Yeah, so we're still live. Okay, that would not be good. But yeah, so our old man Squidward, he's still with us here. I actually need to. We'll redraw him out here. We'll redraw him. We'll redraw him here. Looks a bit different now. So the storm's kind of changing and stuff. So, but um, I'm looking on my TV right now. I'm looking at a pretty impressive shelf cloud moving into Kearney, Nebraska right now. It's brilliant. It's a really beautiful looking shelf cloud stuff. Wait for our velocity scan here just to see what happens with this. I think by the time we get our next reflectivity scan, our Squidward's gonna go away from us, so we'll pop him out. We will be back with this. We'll jump around here, look. Whoa. Whoa, what is whoa. Look at this. This is not rain, by the way. This is not rain. This circle right here, these are bats taking off. These are bats taking off. So they are close enough to the radar site where the radar is actually picking up those bats on radar. That's funny. Oh gosh. Crazy how strong these radars are. That they can pick up the. Why does it keep taking us to that radar site? This one is closer. Okay, seriously, stop it. I guess technically that this radar set up here by Thetford is closer, but I like the way it looks by using the radar site known by Blue Hill. Looks easier to understand. We will see if this sticks. But right now, the storm rotation doesn't look too impressive, as it once did. The turn warning expires in 8 minutes. Goodness gracious, that's a big goodness. Goodness. Okay, so they have allowed for that tornado warning to expire. So we have no tornado warnings. No tornado warnings active right now. So well, I think that'll conclude this live stream. There's nothing seems to be going on right now. So